Sipping off the cuff on tequilaaficionado.com. I'm Alex Perez.
I am Mike Morales.
You are.
I am. How do you like my new look, Alex? What do you
I
think?
like it.
You like it?
You look very distinguished.
Thank you. Is that another word for old? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I look
You
old?
look like a scholar and a gentleman.
Instead of the opposite, whatever that happens to be. But see, it kind of goes with my Captain America T-shirt. So I look like an old hippie.
Look good. You look good, my friend.
Thank you. I didn't know I had all that gray hair in there till I stopped shaving for a week. So, what are we tasting tonight, Senor?
Isha.
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 Isha is. You know what? You've been to Cancun, right?
Yes.
You've been to Xcaret? You've been to Xcaret? Xcaret?
Xcaret.
Xcaret. There's always a different way of pronouncing the X. So I've always heard it. This was called
Or
Isha.
Shelha.
Iha. Yeah.
Shelha.
Okay. But so how would you pronounce this? How would you pronounce this one? I pronounce it Isha.
Isha. Oh,
Isha.
Isha.
I don't know if Isha means donkey in Spanish or in Mayan. But what makes this tequila very special is that, Alex, this is a organic tequila. They're very if you look at the labeling on this thing, it's very rustic looking. It's very plain. It's not a fancy
Package.
Yeah, not a fancy package. It's more simple. I think I believe that they're using recycled paper. It is an organic tequila that is certified with BioAgricert, and that seems to be the company that gets the bulk of the organic certifications. They're the organic. It's the organic certifying agency for this brand. According to the back of the label, they're telling us that it is produced and bottled by Destiladora Refugio el 5 de febrero, the 5th of February, number 154, Planta Alta Centro, El Arenal. So this tequila, the agave came from El Arenal, apparently. And so they give you a little bit of the information. And I guess for every bottle sold, they plant a tree somewhere. So they have a certain respect for the environment. When I poured my glass right now it only comes in a Blanco, correct? Except for online, we found versions that have a.
There might be a Repo coming, and there might be an Añejo.
Yeah, and supposedly all three say certified organic on them. The labels will be slightly different. I guess the Repo will have a scorpion on it. And what did the Añejo have? Like a squid? What was it? It was a fish or something.
I'm not sure. I don't know if that's a mock-up or if that's the actual.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at it now. It's a snake.
Okay.
It's a culebra. I think these were mock-ups because I'm looking at the bottles now. They look more and more like wine bottles. The seal is different on the top, same style bottle, but they're giving it a kind of a wine look to it. They look like wine bottles now. So I don't know. I don't know where you could find this. I don't know if it comes in Repo or Añejo. The only version that we received was the Blanco. And when I poured the Blanco, Alex, I got bubbles. And you know what? You know how I love
Bubbles.
I love bubbles. I do. Very, very, very crystalline.
Very clear, yes.
On this Blanco. I did see the telltale sign of the bubbles when I poured, which is to me a really good sign of a handcrafted small batch tequila.
Yeah,
Wow,
the nose to me is amazing.
This is I'm getting all kinds of earth. It's really earthy.
It's very earthy. It's very raw to me.
Yeah, it's the information that we received from the company that sent this to us is telling us that it's herbaceous. There's clay.
It's actually, yeah, I was going to say pretty green.
Yeah, but I was getting more of I was thinking more of the clay. You know, if anybody would say like wet cement or something,
Yes.
or clay, I think clay is better.
Like white clay.
Yeah, but it's aromatic. There's a baked agave on there. They're talking bitters, vermouth that they're getting. There's a lot of layers in this thing. Is for sure. But how's it taste?
Let's try it.
Let's try it.
Mm.
Mm, mm, mm.
Wow.
Mm.
So smooth coming in. A little spice.
Yeah, but
I got some really neat citrus on the back sides of my tongue for some reason. That was funny.
see, and and you just opened this bottle, correct? Yeah, I was getting I was on the nose. I got the baked agave, but also it was almost like a caramelized. You know, like it was just a little bit bitter on the tail end. I'm not sure if they're using stone ovens to bake this agave. I'm not sure how what their process is. I get where it's herbaceous. I get where the clay, but I thought that the attack was a lot stronger for me. It kind of like an explosion in your mouth. Did you said you got citrus in the back? It's coating the palate too, Alex. It's like
Kind of nice lingering finish.
yes, and it doesn't taste like it's been altered in any way. And considering what they're claiming, this is all natural way of making it. I'm not, like I say, I'm not exactly sure what their process is, if they're using autoclaves or if they're using if they're stone ovens. Maybe someone out there will be able to tell us. But
You don't get a little mineral too.
yes, yeah, and it's different. The Arenal, I think, is beginning to be recognized as having its own microclimate, its own terroir. I mean, everybody who's been into microclimates will tell you that it always did, but I think we're having more and more of these tequilas coming out of there that are really showing what is available in there, in that microclimate, how it affects the agave. I like it, Alex, but what would you do with it? I mean, could you mix this thing? It's so characteristic. What do you do with it?
Well, it'd be interesting to try it in a margarita.
But with so many layers on this Blanco, wouldn't
It'd be interesting to see what comes through on this. But
Okay.
it's a complex Blanco,
yeah, it is.
isn't it?
Yes, there's many layers and there's a lot going on in the Blanco.
Did you notice it changing after you had it open for a while?
Well, it's been open for a while. It actually it was delivered here before I got here in October, so this bottle's been around for a while. And we were looking back in our records. I believe that we received this bottle last June, and we've been so backed up that we finally got around to it. And I'm glad we did, because we don't see a lot of it. I don't see a lot of it. I don't know if there's any more. I don't know. There's very little out there. There's, like I say, mock-ups of other bottles within the line. But if they're starting with this kind of a Blanco, you know, I think, in my opinion, I don't know if I would mix with this. I would maybe serve it on the rocks, maybe Blanco and soda, because there's so much going on there that I think if you put it in a margarita, in my opinion, you would just lose it. You
Put
would
a little twist of lime in it.
Yeah, yeah. But what would be interesting for me would be to find out what this would taste like once it's been aged. Like, what barrels are they going to use? How does it come across? You know, does it enhance what you're already getting? This is a powerful Blanco.
Yeah.
This is really a powerful Blanco. I don't know about you, but you know how organics are a big thing for me, and right now this is our first organic category. I think I want to nominate this one. Is that okay with you? Do you agree?
I agree.
Like I say, I'm not sure I would mix it, but it certainly is well worth looking for.
Oh, I like to experiment, and the drinks don't go to waste at my house. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think, you know what, this tequila, this Blanco really stands on its own.
Yeah.
Aside from the other Blancos that we usually try, it's very distinct.
Yeah.
It's very different.
It is. It really speaks to you. I think it's a Brand of Promise nominee in the organic category. If you see it out there, and I'm sure it's available because, you know, they've got actually some signature, their information has signature cocktails. El Diablo.
I've actually seen it in Los Angeles. I've seen it with the Bristol Farm stores, so at the higher end stores, and even the Whole Foods stores.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it makes sense that they would you know, go into that market.
Right.
I guess any of the, I would assume that any of these whole food places or health food stores that have a large wine selection may carry Isha. You know, they're a great company apparently because they have a low carbon footprint. They're very proud of you know, what they all stand for and what they're all about. They're using real cork. You know, I think it's just an old-fashioned tequila, man. This is a strong in-your-face Blanco. There's a lot going on here. Yeah. Well, if you put it in a cocktail, let us know what you do with it. You obviously liked it.
It's very good. It's very different.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, good. Well, Isha, Brand of Promise nominee from TequilaAficionado.com for 2014 in the organic category. Go look for it. And if you find if the company that sent this to us has the Repo and Añejo, we're ready for you now.
Look for the donkey.
Look for the donkey. Oh, yeah. And speaking of which,
Not just any donkey.
This is the good donkey. It's a good donkey. I'm Mike Morales.
I'm Alex Perez. Thanks for watching. And you've been watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com. And as always, sip wisely.